Molinaro, Jimmy Kennedy.
Going back to men's freestyle.
Yes,
okay.
yes. Keeping us on our toes here.
Man, USA Wrestling, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Throwing me and Christian for a loop. Okay, my man. Quarterfinal. There's only 8 in the bracket at 65 kilos. So first match for either of these two, Frank Molinaro, Jimmy Kennedy. Kennedy, your world team member at 61 kilos last year. Was banged up for the U.S. Open. Got the wild card here at 65. And so we see Molinaro, who was actually national team last year, won the third place match.
That
Drew
crazy
third last
one
year.
over Humphrey.
Exactly. So this will be a big one. This will be a big one.
So underway here, 65-kilogram quarterfinal action. In the red, Frank Molinaro, Nittany Line Wrestling Club. In the blue, Jimmy Kennedy, Cliff Keene Wrestling Club. So you see that left knee taped up of Jimmy Kennedy. And we'll see if that plays a factor here. Molinaro, but everyone knows kind of what both these guys bring. I tell you what, Kennedy a little frustrated, maybe headbutt or something there. Molinaro's got a nice left side high crotch. Good power, nice shot there by Kennedy. Looking for the angle, couldn't get it. Kennedy looking big at 65. Like he looks every bit as big as Molinaro, who's a full-size 65 kilo. So
absolutely
no issue in putting the muscle back on after.
Well, Jimmy had a huge cut down to 61.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why he's not down there again. It's just not a reasonable cut. He was able to do it once, and we'll see. He's the X factor in this weight.
Absolutely. If a fully healthy Jimmy Kennedy,
who knows how far he could.
Yeah, exactly. He could go through this whole tournament. We don't know. And Frank Molinaro, I think this is a battle of dark horses. Molinaro's one of these guys who can surprise you. I mean, he's really good, but often not given as much credit as a guy like Jordan Oliver or a Logan Stieber. But Molinaro can shock some people. Yeah,
he needs that signature win still. And there's a nice shot from Jimmy Kennedy going wizard seatbelt position. Molinaro trying to clear out. Not out of the woods yet is Molinaro. And now front headlock for Kennedy. Molinaro goes down to his knees, holding onto that elbow. They'll put him back up. 1:37 on the clock. Still scoreless here. And we got to see someone go on the clock here. Though I have not seen, have you seen a passivity warning as of yet?
I have not.
So that's going to have to be coming soon. Of course, we could have missed it.
Yeah, I believe we missed it. We're going to have Molinaro here.
And there's Molinaro.
And he will go on the shot
clock. He's on the clock. So he's got 30 to get a point on the board, or he's going to be down 1-0. A nice hard club right from Molinaro.
Yeah, his physicality is top notch.
I mean, he's called the Gorilla Hulk. A couple feisty clubs shouldn't surprise anyone.
Absolutely.
There's another shot from Molinaro. Can't get in deep enough. Just 5 seconds to go, and I don't think he's going to force anything here. And he'll give up the point. 1 point, Jimmy Kennedy. These two are...
It's getting a little chippy out there.
They're not BFFs.
That's what I mentioned. This is the big show. Everything's on the line, and Kennedy blows in there on the double.
Nice whizzer from Molinaro. It looked like Kennedy was going to be in great position to score here, and they'll put him back up.
How about the savviness of Molinaro there to keep that ankle high and prevent Kennedy from hopping over? Just little tricks like that can make the difference in the whole match. If Kennedy can get the takedown there, commanding lead at 3-0.
Kennedy continued to shoot and shoot and shoot. And, got to be making a favorable impression on the officials. And maybe, we've seen guys go on the shot clock twice. We could see that again here as Kennedy really been dictating the pace and bring the offense. And Molinaro's fired off a couple shots, but he's not really gotten in deep.
Right, nothing threatening.
So 17 on the clock. Molinaro needs to open up Kennedy. And Molinaro has not been able to get to his ties where he likes to fire off his high crotch from, and I think that's a big a hindrance to him at this point.
And, the thing I noticed watching Jimmy early on here, just this first period, he looks big and strong at 65.
I'm telling you.
This version of Jimmy Kennedy, I have no idea how he makes 61 kilos. I mean, he looks every bit the part of a 65-kilo competitor.
Did you see Jake Herbert last night?
Right. I mean, these Michigan guys are
ridiculous.
In shape, and they credit their base wrestling system.
Base wrestling, Barwis, you get them all talking about how help them. Hey, the proof's in the pudding.
Exactly.
Look at these guys. So 2:55 on the clock, just a 1-0 lead for Kennedy, but it's been trending that way for Kennedy. He's been looking solid, but you know Molinaro's going to come hard for 6 minutes and just needs a takedown, and he's in the lead.
Molinaro, he's clutch. He comes through in the clutch.
Yeah, we've seen
very
it before.
often.
Yep. There's another shot from Kennedy. Gets him elevated for the moment. And are they going to hit?
Yeah, they hit Molinaro again. He'll go on the shot clock for a second time. And as you said, Kennedy has been the one pushing the pace here the entirety of the match. I don't believe he has a passivity warning against him.
No, nor should he. I think this is probably the way it should go. There's that left side high crotch. Molinaro wants to be there. Switch attempt from Kennedy. Now a double leg. Looking for 4. Might he get it? No. 2, 4, and 2 is the call. So it's 2 for Molinaro. Put his back against the wall there with a shot clock, and he fires off a takedown. That puts Kennedy's back against the wall.
Yeah, I mean, and as we mentioned, that's really the first real threatening shot attempt we've seen from Molinaro, where he committed fully to the shot, he secures the takedown. And when he gets put on the shot clock for a second time, as I said before, clutch. That's a clutch moment in this match, even though there is 2 minutes left.
Right, and he wanted to challenge that. He thought he got 4. Coach Cale Sanderson said, no, wrestle. And because you risk, there's a reward there, but it could be 2-2. Now, he would still have criteria at that point in time. But there's another shot from Kennedy. You got to wonder if he's going to break through on one of these as he continues to fire and fire and fire.
And the thing, look, moving into the later part of the second period, I wonder about Kennedy's gas tank. Since he has been injured and banged up, hasn't been able to train, fully and completely for months on end like Molinaro has. So.
And now Kennedy a little slow to get up. Limping on that knee. And
you don't want to see this.
And that's not good. Now you're on. Hey, how you feeling, Jimmy? Because now you're on the shot clock. So kind of an insult to injury.
I don't know how they put Jimmy on the clock there.
No, I have no clue. It seems a little like it was the obligatory, got to put him on the clock kind of deal.
I mean, that mentality I disagree with, but, I mean, we can go all day about that.
Yeah, another shot. Kennedy continues to shoot. Now, short offense attempt there from Molinaro. They square up. 23 seconds on the clock. There's a nice double leg from Kennedy. He's going to get the step-out point.
Yep.
Going to make it.
With 4 seconds left on the shot clock, mind you, too.
So that's really a 2-point swing within 4 seconds there. And we would have been 3-1, and now we're tied.
How big is not throwing the challenge break there? That's why don't throw that challenge break, because you have the 1-point leeway. Molinaro still with criteria advantage because he has that higher amplitude move. Correct. So onus on Kennedy.
So yeah, Kennedy still trailing 2-2. Molinaro has that lead, and there's a shot from Kennedy. And did he step out? I think he did. They're going to go 1 blue. He definitely stepped out. And I don't know why. I don't know what the blue challenge is for. Why would Jimmy challenge? He got a point.
I think they were going to throw the challenge break if they gave Molinaro 2. I think Rovat just threw the challenge break immediately before they even scored the action.
Okay.
Speaking of the challenge bricks, they are Angry Birds. They're flying out on the mat. If you want to own a piece of history, you can go online and put in a bid to have one of those Angry Birds used in competition this weekend, autographed by all the World Team members, and proceeds will go to charity. But we are looking at our challenge right now. I think you're right, Christian. Molinaro it appeared to step out. There he is, out of bounds.
Whole foot.
He circles in. I think we're going to see that call hold up.
And I don't think he was grounded or anything like that. So they confirmed that immediately. Oh, but now it's saying 4-2. Oh, yeah, because they challenged. So now got to get a takedown here if you're Frank Molinaro. There's that high crotch again, trying to pull up into it. He's got 27 seconds to score. Kennedy able to evade. There's a sprawl from Molinaro. Now he's grounded. They're not going to give him that step-out point. Just 22 seconds to go. Molinaro's going to need to get to that high crotch once more. Now shoots that single leg. He's extended here. And now Kennedy going to hang here as long as you let him.
Absolutely.
Molinaro backing out.
He's got one more shot.
And he can evade here if you're Jimmy Kennedy and even give up a step-out point. 5 seconds to go. Desperation time for Frank Molinaro, and he's going to fall just short. And Jimmy Kennedy with that late step-out point, going to take this one 4-2.
Heck of a match. He will see Jordan Oliver coming up in the semifinals. And if that knee holds up,
right,
you know, it's anybody's match. So stay tuned.
Gutty effort from Kennedy hanging on there for the